Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Wing and I just wing it. So today, I'm gonna share my thoughts on the new and exciting Sony A7V and why I might get this camera or not. You know how it goes, it's the new year, it's time for a new gear. So just when everyone thought Sony was falling behind, they might have just pulled out the comeback of the year. After the disappointing release of the FX2, a lot of people started to believe Sony was slipping off track in the camera race. Meanwhile, Canon has been dropping more intriguing features with their R6 Mark III and the C50. Panasonic continues to innovate with their S1 Mark II, and Nikon even teamed up with Red to bring us the Nikon ZR. With all that happening, it really felt like Sony was falling behind the competition. But now, things are changing. Sony is finally catching up, and the new gear they're bringing to the table shows they're ready to reclaim their spot in the race. Or is it? Now, this video is entirely my opinion alone. I understand that this camera is probably not for everyone. I am making this video coming from a consumer standpoint. I don't have the luxury to jump around and test every camera available, though I wish I could. I don't have the camera right now, but stick to the end and we'll find out if I'm getting this camera or not, or would I choose something else. And I know there are a lot of really good cameras out there that really fits your specific need. At the end of the day, we all have our own checklist that, it comes to choosing the right camera for us. And this is just me sharing my own perspective. So after watching so many reviews and videos about the Sony A7V, this is what I've learned. The Sony A7V is shaping up to be one of the most exciting hybrid cameras of this year 2025, and compared to the A7 IV, it's packed with upgrades that really matter. At the heart of the A7V is a new partially stacked 33 megapixel sensor paired with Bion XR2 processor, which delivers fast readout speeds, improved image quality, and better low light performance, and a very minimal rolling shutter, which means no gel effect or pole bending when panning left and right, which is great for both photos and video, especially for fast moving subject. One of the headline features is blackout free continuous shooting at up to 30 frames per second electronic shutter, a huge jump from the A7 IV's 10 frames per second, making it perfect for sports, wildlife, and fast-moving subject. Now it's still at 10 FPS when shooting mechanical shutter if you want it, but the 30 FPS electronically is probably what I'm gonna use the most. Plus, it offers a pre-capture up to full 1 second, much like the Sony A1 II, for people who has a slow reaction time like myself and who wants to capture a wildlife and waiting for that bird to spread its wings and capture that in the right moment in time. This will allow you to do that. This is a truly hybrid camera with photocentric first, but also packs with video features. This is made for people who are in the fence whether you want to shoot photos or videos. This camera is truly the best of both worlds and you can't go wrong with it. But then again, you can't really go wrong with any of these new release cameras out there because they're all that good. It's just a matter of your preferences. On the video side, still Sony does not offer an open gate.
Open the gates or die!
Open the gate right now!
Open the gate! Open the gate! Open the gate!
They won't open the gate! God damn it! Son of a bitch!
Now I know people are complaining about this camera not having an open gate, but for me, I stand with Gerald Undone here. Open gate is nice but not necessary. It doesn't make this camera bad. I don't know why people are under the impression that camera nowadays should come with an open gate. As for me, I usually plan out my shot before I go out and shoot, and if I need a 9:16 aspect ratio, I just shoot vertically or portrait mode. But that's just me. Like I said, people have their own needs. Moving on, the A7V offers a 7K oversampled 4K recording, giving you more detailed, sharp, and crispy look. Plus, it also shoots 4K at 60 FPS, no crop, or maybe a slight crop. But it does crop in at 4K 120 FPS in Super 35 or APS-C mode, but still gives the creator more flexibility for cinematic content and slow motion. Now, the 4K 120 might be a little disappointing here, but it's not a big deal because I mostly shoot a 4K 60 FPS full frame, and that's good enough for me compared to the A7 IV that has a crop at 4K 60 and no 4K 120 at all. So we're done with that now. We finally have it, so I'm very happy. Plus, if you want to shoot super slow motion option, you get that 1080p at 240 fps in SNQ mode, and you can shoot all of this high frame rate without losing full autofocus and auto exposure available to you, which is a really good feature for Sony A7V. And speaking of autofocus, Sony is notorious with autofocus, and the A7V is no exception. It has better autofocus with AI-powered subject recognition, capable of tracking humans, animals, birds, cars, and even aircraft with incredible precision. The in-body image stabilization has been boosted as well to 7.5 stops, and they added the dynamic image stabilization from the Sony ZV-E1, meaning smoother handheld footage and sharper stills, even in challenging conditions. Almost feels like you have it on a gimbal, although it will crop into maybe, I don't know, 1.5. I don't really know the exact how much cropping in your footage, but this is really great for handheld shots and no need lugging around gimbals. This is actually great for travel, because for me, I mostly shot handheld, and I always wish I have a gimbal with me to smooth out my shot, because I don't have the most stable hands. But this camera, I can finally take a buttery smooth image without a gimbal, and that's an icing on the cake. They also added the auto reframing features from the ZV-E1, which allows the camera to crop in, reframe, and keep tracking you as long as you stay within that frame, which is very useful for solo content creator. And I don't know if I'll use that feature. I never did with my Sony ZV-E1, but still, it's there if I need it, or if you need it. When it comes to body design, it shares the same body as the A7R5, I guess, except it has a 3.2-inch fully articulating display, much like the A1 Mark II. It has a dual USB-C port as well, and minor tweaks on the hand grip for improved ergonomics. And the battery usage has also been improved for up to 23% more battery life, and can shoot longer compared to its predecessor. Now, what I really like about the test of this camera, the heat performance on this camera is seriously impressive according to all the videos that I've seen so far, because even without a cooling fan, it holds up against other cameras that actually rely on fans for heat dissipation, and that is just a mind-blowing feature for the A7V. The fact that it can stay dependable under heavy use really sets the bar high. Honestly, I can say great job, Sony. So for me, overall, everything the A7 IV fell short on has been answered by this new A7V. You're getting dramatically faster burst shooting, smarter AI autofocus, stronger stabilization, expanded photo and videos capabilities, and more, like ability to upload your own LUTs directly into the camera, which is great for filmmakers to be able to preview exactly how your footage will look with that certain LUT. Now, this updates positions the A7V as a true all-rounder for both photographers and videographers. All of this Sony A7V feels like a baby brother of the Alpha 1 Mark II, which makes this camera feels like a pro level compared to when the Sony A7 series first came out as more of an entry-level option. And it's clear Sony is aiming to set a new benchmark in the hybrid camera market. So the big question is, am I getting this camera? The answer is yes, most definitely, but not right now. This is definitely the camera I've been waiting for, and it checks out most of the boxes I need for both photos and video as a hybrid shooter. But I'm not jumping in on the first batch. From my own experience, early releases usually come with a few bugs or issues that need ironing out. And with a price tag like this, I'd rather wait. And I give it a few months and let things settle and pick it up once the second batch is out. By then, most of the kinks are worked out and the camera is running at its full potential. That way I can enjoy without worrying about unexpected problems popping up. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for being here. Know that you're amazing if you're still here. I appreciate all of you. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that bell icon for more videos. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
Tag your friends, like and subscribe, comment below. If I make this follow, don't let this flop, wait till the end, like for part 2. I'm going viral, I'm going viral, viral.
Open the gate! Open the gate!